Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I got some inside information from a GameStop employee about how to get your grubby hands on a Nintendo Switch 2. So let's get started right now. But first, before we get into that topic, I got another serious topic about the Nintendo Switch 2 that will scare all my viewers that have a pre-order at Walmart. So today I woke up to this comment from this video saying that this viewer lost their pre-order at Walmart. Yes, guys, it is still happening. The people are losing pre-orders at Walmart. Now, I'm not saying it's happening to everybody, but my viewer here was unlucky enough to lose their pre-order at Walmart. Now, we all know the Walmart pre-orders was hectic, crazy, outrageously weird how they did it this year. But go check your email. Go check your junk email because I don't want any viewer of mine losing their pre-order. But what did I tell this viewer to do? Because he asked me. I told him, contact Walmart. Call them, text them, whatever way you can to contact walmart.com because that's where you got your pre-orders from and see what happened. They got to give you a reason. They can't just tell you, well, you lost your pre-order. They're not going to do that. They're going to give you a reason. Maybe they thought you were a bot or maybe they thought your credit card was denied. I don't know. They'll give you a reason. So, suggestion to all my viewers, go check your email because I don't care if you pre-ordered it from Walmart, Target, Best Buy. Go check it. But I also told this viewer that don't forget Walmart, Best Buy, Target, Costco, and even Staples will have it on day one. And yes, I know some websites will have it on day one too of those companies, but sometimes you just are lucky enough to just go in. Costco for sure, but you got to have that membership. But here we go. This really sucks for everybody that has pre-ordered Nintendo Switch 2 from a website because people's orders are getting canceled like this viewer. I'm sorry to this viewer that it happened to this person because it really sucks. But now let's get into how to get a Nintendo Switch 2 from GameStop if he wasn't lucky enough to get it in the pre-order window. So this morning I was out and about and I ran into an employee of GameStop. And I'm not going to tell you who he is, which GameStop he works at because I don't want this person to get fired. But he told me every time there's a console launch, it doesn't matter if it's PS5, Xbox Series X, even the Switch OLED when it first came out, it doesn't matter. People will pre-order these consoles and forget about them or can't pay for them, so they would just leave them sitting there on the shelves. So what does GameStop have to do legally? Sell them to the first person that comes in asking for, let's say, the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, how does this work? Well, let's break it down. Someone pre-orders a Nintendo Switch 2, for the, pre-order window. The day comes, June 5th, they didn't pick it up. Well, they have exactly 48 hours to 72 hours to pick it up. And let's just say they don't. So what happens? Some customer, D.T.V 83, walks into a GameStop and says, by the way, do you have any Nintendo Switch 2 bundles of Mario Kart? They might go, no, but we got just the standard one. Do you want it? Because legally they have to sell it to me if I want it. And because D.T.V 83 is going to go, yeah, and I'll also take Mario Kart, that's $80. Make it into one system bundle myself, paying a little bit more, but, I want that Mario Kart World game. So that's the thing. You got to wait 48 hours to 72 hours, depending on the GameStop itself, to get a lucky, unlucky pre-order person's console. Yeah, so you pretty much can go into a GameStop 48 hours to 72 hours and ask for a Nintendo Switch 2 because someone didn't pick up their pre-order. And legally, they have to give it to you. Now, what kind of GameStop should you go look for these at? Well, here's the thing. The employee also told me this. Go to local GameStops that don't have very much business. And I actually have like one or two of them in my town. Well, not my town, but like a town over. So if I go to let's just say Federal Way, Washington. There's a few GameStops that are kind of small, kind of awesome. Most likely, people would have already pre-ordered from them. I know one I went to not too long ago asking if they had any pre-orders, like a day or two afterwards, and they were sold out. But they might have one that gets canceled, or they might have one that somebody doesn't pick up. And, excuse me, guys, but that's the thing. 48 hours to 72 hours. So let's recap this again for everybody that's watching. GameStop, launch day, June 5th. If you wait till the 7th or the 8th, go ask GameStop in your small GameStops, not your big ones, not in the malls, but like the small locations. Do you have any Nintendo Switch 2s for pickup at the moment. It'd be a yes or no, or they might even look it up online and ship it to that GameStop because GameStop does that too. If you have a really nice employee, they will look up different GameStops and like, well, they have one in that didn't get, bought. Well, they probably won't look it up, they'll call. But guys, it is possible to have a Nintendo Switch 2 in hand at least by the second to third day of launch. So don't be disappointed if you can't get one on day one from Walmart, GameStop, Best Buy, Costco, or Staples because they sold out in a matter of minutes. Don't be disappointed. There's always a way around it. And that employee from GameStop makes a good point. And I think it's awesome that he actually gave me the inside information for that. And I'm glad to be able to give it to you. So take that what you want as you will. I mean, and remember, if you like this type of content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything Nintendo Switch 2, interviews, and everything else I do on this channel. And thanks for watching, and peace.